आज का हमारा टॉपिक थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है जो हम जनरली प्रेजेंट करते हैं। हाउ टू मैनेज आवर टैक्स, हाउ टू सेव द मनी। अर्निंग मनी इज इम्पोर्टेंट बट सेविंग इट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट देन दैट। देखते हैं। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, अर्निंग के हाउ मेनी सोर्स आर देयर फॉर अर्निंग। I'm just take the example of that one। तो हमारा सबसे फर्स्ट एंड मोस्ट इनकम सोर्स और इनकम। Then after, there are some secondary income also, like from farm, from tuition, or some other way. So if you're getting 10 lakh LP as an income and 5 lakh from the farm and something other source, and 2 lakh you get from if you're taking any tuition and all. So the net earning will be sum of all 10 plus 5 plus 2. It will be 17 lakh. It will be your net earning. अब टैक्स के बारे में हमें सबको पता है, बट उसको इम्प्लीमेंट कैसे करें ताकि हम अपने पैसे को सेव कर सके। ठीक है। तो एक्चुअली गवर्नमेंट ने नया टैक्स रिजीम निकाला है, बट उससे पहले भी एक टैक्स रिजीम था। तो पहले हम उसको उसको डिस्कस करते हैं, उसके बाद हम फर्दर विल डिस्कस अबाउट द व्हाट द कॉम्पोनेंट ऑफ सैलरी एंड ऑल। पहले पहले और अभी दोनों में up to 2.5 lakh tax is totally nil. After 2.5 to 5 lakh in old tax regime is 5% and new tax regime is it's totally nil. But in old tax regime, it applied 5% tax, but it is rebated. It is rebated by government. So in simple term, if you're earning in more than 5 lakh, then after you have to give this tax. You can by that you can check all the tax regime in the old tax regime. After 5 lakh you have to give 20%. If your income is more than 7.5, then you have to give 20. In the you also check in the new tax regime. Now now I have done just a simple calculation on the Excel. You can find the sheet of Excel in the description also. Now, if your salary is above 2.5 and between the and below than 5, then you will get 5% tax, but it's exempted. So it's come around to 12 lakh 500. If your salary is more than 5 lakh and lower than 7.5, so you will, in the old tax regime you have to pay 20% tax. It will be 50,000. In new tax regime you have to pay 10,000. So it will be 25,000. Like that, if your income is greater than 15 lakh, in both cases you have to give 30% as a tax. Now come to the main component of the salary. There are many components. Actually they are in the salary, like basic, HRA, DA, LTA, EPF, gratuity. It's all depend on the employer also. Sometimes they only give basic and HRA, but sometimes they also give the DA, LTA, EPF also. EPF is actually mandatory for now in most of companies, but it's totally depend on the company also. Now, now come to and before coming to the how to save the tax. Actually, there are two components of saving the tax. One is exemption and second one is deduction. That's proportional what is exemption and deduction. The case of exemption, if your salary is 10 lakh and there are some several component in the exemption like HRA, LTA. So if you're showing the proof of HRA to your company, so you see if your income is 10 lakh and if you're showing the proof of 3 lakh HRA, then your net income will be 7 lakh and your tax will apply on the 7 lakh only, not apply on 10 lakh. See, that is exemption. In the case of deduction, if you now after the exemption on 7 lakh, you have to pay the tax according to tax regime new and old. Then after that, there's if you paid you have made your money, or you can save your money, put your money in ATC, PPF, or some other health insurance, or you're paying the home interest loan, education loan. So you can apply deduction there. if you are applied deduction of 2 lakh on 7 after paying the tax on 7 lakh, so it come up to 5 lakh. So if you come under the 5, your total tax will be same. So that is basically the exemption and deduction. Now come to all the component of exemption and deduction. For the first most component of exemption is HRA. See, इसमें क्या है कि सबसे बड़ा component है for sure. और इसमें because most of company generally give the HRA, and it's came under the 10 13C 13A, sorry. And there are several conditions for it. But if you want the exception of HRA, so first of all there are three rules. Your company should give the HRA first of all. Then after, rule number two, you can claim HRA up to 50% of basic. And third rule is your HRA will be rent minus 10% of basic. See, I've done some several calculation on that. Let's take your salary is 10 lakh. You're getting basic of 6 lakh and HRA 4 lakh. See, and let's see, you are paying the rent of 4 lakh. Account the rule first. HRA, what HRA you received the HRA 4 lakh. Okay, and 50% of your basic will be 3 lakh, half of 6 lakh. And according to rule 3, rent minus 10% of basic, it comes 3,000, 3 lakh 40,000. So in all the three, we can claim the minimum one. So what is the minimum among all three? It's 3 lakh. See, so you only claim 3 lakh on your HRA. So one more component is here, how to actually increase your HRA. For that, I have also done some calculation. Like if your gross income is 10 lakh, or your basic is, if your basic is higher side, the HR is in lower side. See what is happened with your saving, with your exemption. See, let's take your rent is same 4 lakh. And see, according to rule 1, HRE you are getting 3 lakh 30,000. See, and according to rule 2, you are getting 50% of basic as HRA is come 3 lakh 35,000, and rent minus 10% is also coming 3 lakh 33,000. See, minimum among all three is 3 lakh 37. See the difference between the first Excel calculation and second one. You are getting the 37 profit here. So that's the basic thing you have to take care to save your tax. Now come to the LTA part. It's leave travel allowance. Most of company it's not give LTA most of time, but it's if you the thing is that you can request your employer to give the LTA, because indirectly you can save tax from there also. In LTA generally it's happen like, if you're going for any travel, so you can claim that travel ticket in the LTA component. So, the first most condition is here that your LTA should mention in your salary slip. That's the case. Now come to the another exemption. There's child education and hostel allowance. Yeah, it's a its amount is not much. We can claim only 9,600. But if you're getting something, why you are want to leave it? The thing is that apart from that, there's reimbursement allowance like a mobile phone, high speed internet. Nowadays is must for all, because we are work from home, so it's must for now. Food coupon. We can all three we can claim in the exemption. Now come to the deduction part. Deduction, ATC is the most important component in deduction. By this ATC, you can claim up to 1,50,000. There are several components of ATC. Like if you're investing PPF, EPF, or Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana or ELSS, so you can sum up all the investment, and maximum you get 1,50,000 from here. Uh, Apart from this, if you're giving child tuition fee, it also came under the ATC. You can also add on that also. So, but maximum will be 1,50,000. There is standard deduction. Let's see what's the standard deduction. Let's take the example. If you are getting salary of 5,50,000, according to the government rule, 50,000 will directly minus from your salary. Is now your salary become 5 lakh. Now you come under the 5 lakh bracket. You don't have to give the give this tax. That this salary standard deduction. There's also health insurance, so it's given a 80DD, so you can claim up to 25,000. If you have done the health of your parents, so you can claim up to 50,000. Preventive health checkup also came under the deduction, so maximum you can take 5,000 from there also. There's one more component is there, ATCCD. It's actually NPS, National Pension Scheme. Earlier, what I told in ATC, you can claim up to 1,50,000. But in the case of if you're investing in NPS, the exemption is also increased up to 50. Apart from 1,50,000, you also claim 150,000 extra from that. So totally it go up to 2 lakh. See that's the benefit of the investing in NPS. But there is some disadvantage of NPS also. It's your money is locked for 60 years. The age you can also only take the money when you get age of 60 years. That's the limitation of NPS. Uh, there's saving account FD interest. If you're getting FD interest or saving account interest, so you can claim also that in deduction part. The one more component in deduction part is if you're paying the home loan and education loan. So see that the interest part that you're paying, you can claim under 80, claim under 80, 80 EEP. See, I have just made a graph of that. In the initial time of education loan or home loan, you have to pay more amount in interest part, and very less amount is going in your principal. So starting 5 7 years, you can claim lot. You can save lot of money from that part also. Apart from that, if you're purchasing any electrical vehicle and took the loan for that, it's also came under 80 EEB. So you can claim that thing also in the deduction part. Let's take the example. Let's take the overall example actually. You go on your in-hand salary. I'm just talking about the in-hand salary. Just your in-hand salary is 10 lakh. See? And HRA, let's say if you're living in Delhi or near NCR, Delhi NCR. So 15,000 you get the home in 50,000. So we can just multiply 12 into 15,000, go up to 1,80,000. Maximum we can claim in HRA is 3 lakh. But we are now taking the minimum amount. You 1,80,000 will get from the HRA. From apart from health checkup, you can 9,600. In LTA, I'm just taking the minimum. The LTA you can claim up to 40 lakh. Reimbursement you can take 20 lakh. We are talking about the year basis only. So after deduction all the component, exemption component from your salary of 10 lakh, it's come up to 7,50,400. Now, in deduction component, you can claim it in under 80C. You can claim up to 1,50,000. Medic, we all do the mediclaim, so we can take the deduction of 20,000 from there. Interest on the loan, minimum you can get 1,50,000. It's just a minimum for 5 6 years. You can also claim more than that also if your amount is in the higher side. I just take the education loan on 80 lakh only. If you take to the loan of 25 lakh, so you can claim interest part will be higher, so you claim more. So now net taxable it's 4,57,400. This came under 5 lakh. Now your whole income is get saved. That's all the basic thing that you have to take care in the taxation part. It help in the longer term also. That was the motto for making the video to educate about the basic finance. That's about today. In next time we will take some another video in another topic. For that, for now, you can subscribe and like the channel. Thank you all.